good afternoon and good evening to you. Welcome to the Full 100, the first of the week's edition. Today is Monday, the 19th of October. I haven't seen you guys since Wednesday on my birthday. I took Friday off, extended birthday celebration, should we say. Guys, yeah, it's been a crazy last sort of 3-4 days for everyone. The UK, the fight between Manchester and Downing Street, the new rules here and there and different over here and over there, kids getting 2 weeks extended half term. It's just been crazy, guys. That's led me to, I've got 2 videos to start the show with today, okay? And they are basically videos that some of you need to see, really, because let me start the show properly. So, guys, without further ado, let's get to it, okay? I've been seeing a lot of people since Trump caught the virus, right? Whose the light bulbs gone on in their heads. But I am still around a lot of people who still call this a scamdemic or a plandemic and the like. The reason I'm starting the show today with these 2 videos is that we're now going into a second phase. Anyone who cared to listen, we were warned about a second phase. We were warned that this could come back in the winter. Mexico just got the first victim, should we say, patient. We've both got diagnosed had the flu, went hospital, got diagnosed, got flu and COVID. We're going to see many of those in the next few weeks, guys, and months. But more importantly, guys, look, every scientist, and I believe every government, other than those with an agenda like Trump, every government that's trying to take action, right? Because look, if your house is falling down, you might not have a lot of options, but you have some, right? Don't you? You have an option to get valuables at the house, your memories, your passports, because that's all the choice you have. The house is going to fall down anyway. You can't do anything to save the house. But you still have things that you can do, right? When I see all these governments across the world, from China to the UK, from minus the US and Brazil, and even Russia, these governments are genuinely trying to save one life if they can, then, right? They're trying what they can. Now, it's still mind-boggling that there are still people out there that can think that anybody will inflict this on themselves. That anybody would unleash this on the world, not knowing when they can pull it back. Anything that's ever been unleashed on the world, someone had an antidote to it. Whether it's been mustard gas or even nuclear weapons. We're thinking about building nuclear shields because the other side's got nuclear. So there is nothing man's ever invented, in my opinion, that they invented it to kill the other side or hurt the other side and didn't build the protection for themselves. It's never happened. And no human being is that mad unless it's totally accidental, completely accidental. Guys, I want to start the show with my very first video. This video is about a family who, unbelievable as it sounds, these guys thought the Democrats invented this virus. Take a look, guys.
Elizabeth. Well, in the U.S. state of Texas, one Trump supporter thought the coronavirus pandemic was an overblown scam by the media, even calling it a scamdemic. Then he caught COVID-19 and became very sick. The virus spread to more than a dozen family members and 2 later died. Now he's telling his story. Tony Green spoke earlier with CNN's Alison Camerota.
You organized a relatively small family gathering, just 6 people, you, your partner, both of your parents. I think it was outside. And then what ended up happening?
We all got together. There was Governor Abbott had come on earlier that week, which was June 12th, and he had said that smaller gatherings should be, considered a little bit more safe. And, okay, well, we haven't seen each other in a couple of months here, and let's try to just get together and just enjoy ourselves at the home.
And then how soon after that did you and some of your loved ones start feeling symptoms?
Well, that's important. Our symptoms began to develop very quickly, and they're talking about an incubation day of or incubation time that's upwards of 14 days, and that was not the case with us for sure. Certainly, if someone was a host that was here at the house, but there was also, a total of 6 people that were sick within a matter of maybe 48 hours, and beyond that, maybe 72 hours that it had transferred over to 14 total.
And Tony, at your worst, what were your symptoms?
I felt like a radiating heat on the inside, like, just my body just vibrating from the inside out. My eyes felt like they were in a fishbowl, just kind of bouncing around. I'm still looking at them. A bit of vertigo, dizziness, and that's what led me to being in the hospital. Felt great, like I said, 3 days, and then all of a sudden, bam, I hit the staircase like I was drunk and paralyzed.
Oh my gosh, it sounds horrible. And I know that 2 of your family members died, including your father-in-law, who you were really close to. He was just 52 years old. And I know that you've been devastated by that loss. And so I know that you say you feel horribly guilty about all of this. I mean, why do you blame yourself?
Welcome back, guys. Now, I mean, as crazy as that is, I mean, the father-in-law was 52 years old, okay? And he died. He was healthy. They've lost 2 family members now just because they're Trump supporters. Nothing else. If they were Biden supporters, Democrat supporters, they would have taken this a bit more seriously. I've got a second video now. And these lot I actually brought to you guys about a month and a half ago. They were riding their golf carts and shouting white supremacy, Trump, Trump, Trump. And Trump tweeted their racist rant and then denied it and said, oh, I didn't hear what they said. Anyway, these people are avid Trump supporters. What's happened since then, they're OAPs, they're old people in Florida. And it looks like since Trump caught it, they're now taking it seriously. Now, as unbelievable as that is, and really shocking that these are the people in the most vulnerable category, and they didn't take it seriously because Trump told them it was a hoax. It's only when Trump caught it a week and a half, 2 ago, that they started to take it seriously. So when they saw 150,000 dead, it didn't faze them. That would not have bothered them. They would have seen 2 million dead and they still wouldn't have bothered them. That's the crazy world we're living in. It's important that people understand this. Take a look at my next video.
I'm sure you all remember the fine people of the Village or the Villages in Florida. It's a retirement community where a huge portion of residents living there are Trump supporters. They held a weird Trump rally where they're in like their little golf cars or whatever they're called, harassing people who don't support Trump. But nonetheless, they're huge Trump supporters who did not take coronavirus seriously before until Donald Trump tested positive. And now all of a sudden you see signs everywhere encouraging people to wear masks. You see people social distancing. Let me give you the details as reported by the Daily Beast. So the virus was a hoax here until Trump got it. Chris Stanley, president of the Villages Democratic Club, said of the MAGA crowd's attitude. The other night they did a prayer vigil, and for the first time they posted in a big font, "You must wear a mask." I looked on the webcam and didn't see many wearing masks, but they now seem to be accepting this is not a Democrat hoax at all. I'm gonna bring you in already. But why does it have to get that bad? Like, why do you have to wait until Trump contracts the virus to take it seriously? Like, why is it that 200,000 Americans dying from the pandemic isn't good enough for you?
I just want to say, yeah, if you think, as unbelievable as that is, I'm not even going to go there. But listen, conspiracy theories have not stopped coming out of the White House. I've got another one that he's just started literally yesterday. Okay, that I'm going to show you. Now you'd think that this guy will be too busy campaigning than to have time to start whole new conspiracy theories, but he's not. So take a look at this new conspiracy theory that he's now starting.
President Trump is now leaning into another fake conspiracy theory in an attempt to discredit former President Barack Obama. The Washington Post reports the president used his Twitter account to promote an absurd claim that Osama bin Laden wasn't killed by U.S. Special Forces in May 2011. The Post says the president even retweeted an allegation that the Obama administration deliberately shot down a military helicopter with U.S. Navy SEALs as part of an elaborate cover-up. One of the people who was on the bin Laden raid spoke to CNN.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that every man that was on that mission, to include the aircrew and the pilots, are all alive. We all went in there, we all kissed our kids goodbye expecting death because of what happened on 9/11, and we were willing to do it. And then just right now to see it being these conspiracy theories thrown around due to politics, it's almost like it's an insult to real people who, because they bring in another event from part of our brothers at SEAL Team 6, they were Gold Squadron that were shot down in August. But just by doing this stuff on the internet and making such light of something like this, you're really trampling on graves of some of the best heroes I've ever personally worked with. And it's just a shame that we've gotten there because politics.
So guys, as if he hasn't damaged the world enough. What's the point he's trying to score when there are living people that wrote books? There's a Republican senator who was on that mission to kill Osama bin Laden, got taken up by Fox News, and he was always on Fox News. Hated Obama, even though Obama sent him on the mission. And in the last election, he ran for office and he won. This guy's written a book. When he came back, there's nothing about down in a helicopter. Okay, but it's important that you know the truth, guys. Let me scoot on. I'm on to my last video now. Now this is an update on the guys who got arrested trying to hurt the Michigan governor, and who planned on starting a race war. So here's a quick update on their situation and a bit more in depth on them. Okay, and I'll see you guys on the other side to say my goodbyes.
Meantime, chilling videos of the suspects accused in the plot to kidnap Whitmer have been released. In at least one of them, they can be seen conducting what appear to be training exercises. The videos are now part of the evidence being used against the suspects. Sarah Seidner has details.
You are looking at evidence that was played in federal court of the field training exercises federal prosecutors say were carried out in a plot to storm Michigan's Capitol and kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. CNN affiliate WXMI obtained the video from the U.S. Attorney's Office after the preliminary hearings for 6 men federally charged with conspiracy to kidnap a sitting governor. Several pieces of federal evidence were played in court, including this video of suspect Brandon Caserta ranting about the government.
I'm sick of being robbed and enslaved by the state, period. I'm sick of it. And these are the guys who are actually doing it. So if we're doing a recon or something and we come up on some of them, dude, you better not give them a chance. You either tell them to go right now or else they're going to die, period. That's what it's going to be, dude, because they are the enemy.
In this video, the lead FBI agent acknowledged in testimony that defendant Adam Fox is inside a basement appearing to be speed reloading his weapon to, quote, minimize the time that your weapon is inoperable in case of a gunfight. The FBI testified this is inside another defendant's basement where you can see an arsenal of weapons in a gun locker, including an illegal short-barrel rifle. Beyond the videos, the FBI says they also infiltrated encrypted chats and text chains, laying out the plot. In one encrypted chat, the suspects allegedly use code names and discuss killing Governor Whitmer, not just kidnapping her. I mean, effing catch her walking into a building and act like passersby and fixing dome her. Then yourself, whoever does it. Why create a manhunt? Do it in broad daylight and then end it. Text replies, good point. Or recon the house and sniper. The alleged plot was never carried out. The 6 men, along with 7 others, were arrested in an October FBI raid. 6 were charged federally, the rest charged by the state for acts of terror.
Welcome back, guys. We've come to the end of the show. I mean, this is how far these people have got. It's a really scary world. I mean, I'm not scared, but it's a scary time we're living in. And for someone who's been very aware, geopolitically, politically, news-wise, current affairs-wise, I've never seen a time like this in my adult life. I mean, since 9 years old, I've been on being aware of these sorts of things. I've never seen anything like a period we're living in now. And I'm hoping that the US elections goes so lopsided, so one-sided that that idiot cannot argue. Because if they're anywhere between sort of 5 percentage points, he's going to have something to say. Okay, guys? But listen, let me wish you all a fabulous week ahead. And I'll see you all on Wednesday for my second edition. Take care and all the best. Bye-bye now.